Tarot Thursday. I'm your host, Reverend Mary Hawk, and with me is Reverend Bryan, and we are here to do tarot readings and talk. And thank you for joining us. If you've got a question for us, then please post it in chat. You can also just post and say hello. We're happy to hear from you. And how are you doing tonight, Bryan?
I'm good. Glad it's Thursday.
Yes, I'm glad it's Thursday too.
Oh, Elvis is here.
Has Elvis entered the building?
She has.
Hi, Elvis. What is a pagan show without a brief view of a cat ass?
Not a show because you have a dog.
I know. And merry meet to you, Samantha. Welcome. I will share. We had our Pagan Pride Day wrap up meeting. Good day, Robin, this week. And one of our committee members was attending by Zoom because he's been sick. And my co coordinator, Lucy, is well supplied with cats. And Kirby kept getting on the table, getting between my laptop and Lucy and I, and showing his butt to Corey.
Sometimes it just bees like that.
I couldn't tell you how many times we tossed that cat off the table.
My cat likes to come visit when I work remotely 2 days a week. But she only comes when my direct supervisor talks. She doesn't come visit for anyone else. Something about his voice particularly makes her come and say hello. So he's allergic to cats, but he seems to be quite the cat whisperer.
That is funny.
All right. Are we going to give our usual disclosure rules, Miss Mary?
Yes, we are not going to predict legal matters, predict the gender of your offspring, give health advice, nor are we going to predict the outcome of any armed conflict, but we send our best wishes to all the innocents caught in the middle there.
Yes, we do.
So if anyone has a question, you can go ahead and post it in chat, and we'll be happy to at least start off with the 3 card spread, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Sometimes, Spirit just wants one more card.
Yes, and do come join our pagan.world site. Make connections with other pagans. Take a look at the directory we're building. It is free to join. It's pagan.world.
And you could find my tarot business on the directory.
Yes, you can. You can find lots of interesting things on the directory. So please come and join us there. And what deck are you reading with tonight, Bryan?
Just the original 1909 Rider-Waite Smith.
Alrighty.
But I've got some other interesting ones laying around, as always.
All right. And as usual, I am reading with Reverend Don's Infinite Tarot.
I think I'm gonna wear my arm warmers.
Oh, and those are some cool arm warmers.
Yes.
Hi, Renee. And Renee wants her usual general reading. We'll be happy to help you with that.
Once we get all suited up here.
Yeah. I guess it's pretty chilly in New York by now.
It's about only 75 in here. I just want to wear them because they're cool.
Oh, okay.
And Lady Aisha made them for me. So
Yes, and that's cool too.
yep. Look, see? And you have full mobility to do the.
Yes, we do our wrist warm-ups before we come on.
I don't know what she sprayed them with, but they smell good too. All right.
All right.
Before we do Renee's reading for this week, I'm wondering how last week's went.
Yeah, Renee, was last week's useful?
Always curious how that goes. But obviously we'll pull some while she types.
All right. So I can go first. So our first card is the King of Wands. And so wands are about passion, fire, and the king is the ruler of this. So this is talking about bringing your passion to what you're doing, but be in control of it, if that makes sense. And then we've got the Tower. And I do love the Tower in this deck because it's not as scary as the Tower in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is. This one is truly about transformation and breaking away from what no longer serves you. And then finally, and I love this card too, we have got from the Suit of Lamps, we have got, oh, which one? The 7, had my thumb on it. So we have got the 7 of Lamps, and we see here the woman in the water. And this is saying that you are clinging to something in the situation that you don't need anymore. Anger, resentment, there's something you need to let go of in this situation. So get in the water and wash it away. Over to you, Reverend Bryan.
Thanks, Mary. So I pulled Miss Mary, the Queen of Swords.
That's me.
So brains over beauty. And Renee, this week you're going to be doing a lot of telling it like it is. No holding back. No pulling your punches. Just do it. But do it with grace and a little bit of sass, like Miss Mary. The next card is the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is about tunnel vision. So, like, you're wanting to call people out, but then you're getting stuck in the tunnel, in the drama, right? So, say what you need to say, and then pull yourself out. Don't stay there. Make your point, and then be done. Now, with that is also the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is obviously about emotion. It is about sort of like emotional inflation. So someone is going to keep wanting to pick fights with you. Do not do it. Like I said a couple weeks ago, be the anchovy, not the page. Swim in the opposite direction. Say what you want to say. Don't get stuck. And then leave the conversation. That's what I've got for you this week, Renee. I hope that's helpful. And I'm going to stick with my be the anchovy.
Be the anchovy.
Be the anchovy.
I love that. And Robin has asked for a general reading on their life. We can certainly do that for you.
We can, of course.
Rough reading.
Some weeks
Yeah.
it is like that.
Sometimes the universe says, buckle up, baby.
Or be the anchovy.
Be the anchovy. Next time I get a DM from Bryan fussing, I'm just going to say, be the anchovy here.
That's fine. I would accept it. All right. Let's do this. Would you like me to go first, Miss Mary?
You may.
All right. All right. So, Robin, has been a period of heartbreak and rejection and pain for you in the past. But that is something everyone goes through. So the next card I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles, which is about material gain and money. So, and abundance and prosperity. So with that pain, manifest it into something good, something new, something better for yourself. And the third card I pulled is the Nine of Cups. So there will be pleasures and fulfillment once you do that shadow work and work through that period of heartbreak and pain. I'm gonna pull one more card because yes. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, which is about, passion and drive and taking those next bold steps. So there might have been some pain, but turn that into power, right? Manifest what you want that pain to be used and worked toward, and things will work out and you'll be in a better place. Go ahead, Miss Mary.
All right. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining us. So the first card I've got is the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands is talking about being kind of holding back. You're censoring yourself, or you're bowing to what other people in the situation are wanting you to do. Now we've got the Prince of Cups. And this is about communication. You need to tell your truth. You need to be communicating completely and getting your message across. So stop holding back. And in this situation, say what you truly feel, what you think, what you need out of the situation. And then finally, we've got the Nine of Cups.
Oh, we got that one too. Yay, we did it.
We did it. And with the Nine of Cups, this is sometimes called the wish card, and it means you're going to get what you wish for. So be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. So whatever you are putting your energy towards, you're going to manifest. So you need to think about where your energy is going. Are you focusing on the positive or the negative? Because whichever way you're focusing in the situation is what you're going to manifest here. And I hope that's helpful, Robin. And does anybody else have a question for us? And thank you everyone who's joined us.
Yep.
You are welcome, Renee. Always a pleasure. And Samantha would like a general reading. I'll be happy to do that. With 3 cards, more or less.
Okay.
And I forget whose turn it is to go first.
I think it's yours.
All right. So the first card I've got for you, Samantha, is the 7 of Swords. So in your current situation, you're feeling like, hey, V, welcome. Yes, we'll get to you in a minute. And so, Samantha, with your current situation, you're feeling like you're in an uphill battle. It is a struggle, but there is a path to victory for you. You have to find it, and it's not going to be easy, but a way to victory exists. The next card I have for you is Strength. So you have what you need to deal with this situation successfully. You may not feel like you have it, but you do. You have what you need within you. And then finally, we have the 6 of Wands. And this means you will achieve what you desire out of the situation. And over to Bryan.
All right, Samantha. So the first card I pulled is the Knight of Pentacles. That's about harvest, dedication, and routine. And the knight here is being true to the vision they have, and nothing is going to get in their way to stop them. They're going to keep going. So I see that right now you're doing the same thing. You have a vision, you have a goal, and you're not letting anything stop you. And I'm going to say for that to keep going. However, with that is the 6 of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving. So with your goals, there is also someone else in your life that either has similar or goals that are overlapping, and the two of you need to work together. Could be a partner, could be a friend, could be a coworker. There's going to be some teamwork, some giving and receiving on both sides for you both to accomplish those goals. Elvis, can I have my card, please? Thank you. Elvis is my cat.
Blessed the card.
Huh?
The kitty has blessed the card.
Well, apparently she has blessed the 10 of Wands. So with the project, there will be giving and receiving, but there will also be the need for the midnight oil to be burning. There will be some late nights, long days, but with persistence does come a victorious outcome and a completion of the goal. I need just one more card because. But I would say even with those long nights and those harder hours, please take care of yourself and make sure that you have a good balance, even if it requires some later days, maybe some additional self care on the days that are not as long. And I hope that was helpful, Samantha.
Yes, Samantha, I hope that helped you. And welcome, V. We'll be happy to give you a general reading.
I gave my little workshop participants homework this week. It was cute.
No.
I told them to use only the majors and pull a card a day and do some shadow work.
All right. You are welcome, Samantha. I can't wait to hear what they're going to come back and tell you next week.
I know. All right. It's whose turn is it to go first? Is it mine?
I think so.
All right. We have V. So V, the first card I pulled is the Four of Wands, which is about homes and foundation. So I see you're building a better foundation for yourself and for those around you. And there will be some mistakes along the way. Nothing is perfect. We are all human. We all make mistakes, but don't let those things stop you in building what you want and what you wish to see for yourself. And the next card I pulled is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is actually about nostalgia and innocence. So while you're building this foundation, think of all the things that you want, that you've always wanted as a kid, the things you wanted to see in the world that maybe you didn't have, that others did. And really doing some of that inner child work to work through some of those things, because as you grow up and as you want things for yourself, it's sometimes hard to see the things that you don't have, and really bog yourself down with that. But take pride in what you have and what you've worked towards right now. That's the important thing. And then the last card that I pulled is the Page of Wands. And like I said earlier, the Page of Wands is about action and being happy about the drive and the ambition that you have, but also really using your creative expression in building the home that you and the life you wish to see. Like, be as creative as possible, because anything is possible. And I'll give it over to you, Miss Mary.
All right. So the first card I've got for you is the King of Swords. And this is about having good judgment in the situation, being able to make good decisions. And swords are around air and communication as well. Then we've got the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. So there is something to celebrate with your family and your friends. And then we have Heart. So there is something here you're very passionate about. It could be a person, it could be something else in the situation, but you're very deeply emotionally involved. And I'm going to pull one more card. And I get the Veil. So there's also something you're not seeing clearly. Something is hidden. And I've got the Two of Swords, which indicates an alliance. This is probably a temporary partnership, and it is an alliance rather than a friendship, but you do need to partner with someone to achieve your goals. So I hope you find that helpful, V.
Of
You
course.
are very welcome.
Oh, is Rev Don joining? Oh, you're not doing Tarot Thursday next week, right?
I intend to,
Okay.
and I will confirm if with him since he is on the move again. I will have to reconfirm with him, but that was the plan for him to join me.
Gotcha.
And I'll also throw out a shameless plug. I will be doing a Witch Rising episode tomorrow night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and I will be discussing various attacks on witches that have happened recently, including the owner of the Serpent's Key store in Pennsylvania, who was visited by the police to inform them that it's still illegal to do tarot in Hanson, Pennsylvania.
Yep. I think
So,
we should also make a shameless plug for the petition.
yes, I will be have all the links for the petition about against the Burn the Witch game tomorrow night.
I just put a little ticker down below.
Ah, thank you.
Um,
Yes,
if
this
you
is a board game on Kickstarter. And Lynn will be happy to do a reading for you.
there we go. So
Please go sign this. The game is exactly what it says. Either you're part of the witches trying to delude the townspeople.
so there is another variation of this game which was also quite terrible. You know which one I'm referring to?
Yes, Secret Hitler.
Yes, and I've unfortunately played it. And it was probably the worst game night on the face of the planet.
So, yes. So please sign the petition. And I'll be talking more about that tomorrow night as well.
All right. So we got one more reading from Lynn. Sorry for the distraction, Lynn. Mary and I are great activists and card slingers, but only one at a time.
Right. Unless possibly we're moving to a point where being card slingers is a form of activism.
Very true.
Is it my turn to go first, I think?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty, Lynn. Our first card is the Three of Pentacles. And here we have, it's kind of hard to discern a little, but a young man is carving a statue. And so this is about mastering your trade and earning money. Then we have the Magus. And this is about magic. And what it's saying is you have the ability to manifest what you want in the situation. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Yes, it's me. When Reverend Don did the Kickstarter for this deck of cards, one of the options was to commission your own card and he would draw whatever you chose. And I asked him to draw me as the Queen of Swords because this card has represented me for about 30 years now. So the Queen of Swords is around direct communication, overcoming obstacles, forging your own path forward. So I would say you have the ability to go where you want to go in this situation. So choose what you want to manifest and make it happen.
All right. So the first card I have is the Seven of Wands, which, to quote the great Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So if there's something you want right now, Lynn, in order to get it, you have to go do the thing, right? What is interesting that in essentially saying go do the thing, I pull the Ace of Wands, which means still you're manifesting doing the thing. So stop thinking about whether you want to do the thing. Just do the thing respectfully. However, in doing the thing and thinking about doing the thing, I want you to think about the balance between what you want that's good for you and what's good for the community at large. So think about doing the thing, do the thing, but think about more of what doing this thing is going to bring for not only you, but for other people that look like you, think like you, act like you, because it's going to help them too. And that's what justice is about.
And then
Equality.
really go do the thing.
Yeah. And do the thing. Or another one of those Bryanisms, apparently do the thing or be the anchovy.
Yeah.
I should coin those.
You are coining them.
Yeah.
You should copyright them.
Yeah.
Or get a t-shirt.
Wonder if Lord Don will draw me as an anchovy.
I would ask.
Yeah. Once he's all settled, well, we might just do that.
Okay. And does anyone
You know,
else
what
have
would be really fun sometime and actually kind of chaotic but fun?
what?
3 people Tarot Thursday.
3 people on Tarot Thursday would be fun.
I don't know if we would survive an hour with the 3 of us. That would be brain. My
That
brain.
would be fun.
Apparently, I'm doing the thing that the cards said for Lynn.
Lynn, I hope you found that helpful. Does anyone else have a question for us? Yes, Gretzky's awesome.
Love, yes.
And can you pull a couple of cards for me, please?
Sure, why not? No, Elvis, still not can time yet.
He makes the poor cat wait till we're done to feed her.
Yeah, well, it's either that or she'd eat breakfast at 2 hours after she ate dinner. All right. So first card up. Why do people text you when you're streaming to let you know that they see you? The 2 of Wands is about advance exploring and prospect. So I think, why do I get the feeling you're thinking about a new project, even though you have several projects? Something new is in your head that you're thinking about.
It's a refocus.
All right. Well, with that refocus is going to be some rapid action that needs to happen. So if you're refocusing, those ideas are going to come in hard and fast. So please make sure you have a pencil and a pen and paper handy at all times. You're going to need it.
I keep them secreted all over the house.
So unlike the Page of Cups, which has that little anchovy, the Knight of Cups does not have that little cutesy ability behind it of looking at the fish. This card to me is more about, in order, these projects that you're revamping need to have an emotional attachment to them for you, or you don't want to do them. You need to be emotionally invested in your work in order for things to be successful. And I feel like that's what's been missing, is that you weren't emotionally attached to what you've been working on. So now you're getting that fire back. However, I'm going to pull one more card because it's you. The Two of Pentacles means that also balancing. Because if you're anything like me, you get an idea and you want to do it all now, and you burn really hot and you burn really fast, and then you drop the coin.
Yeah.
So,
all right. That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
My turn.
Your turn. And greetings to the brightest day.
On the darkest night. Hello.
Salutations. I once messed someone up by saying time appropriate salutations.
Ah. Well, that way you don't have to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, yeah, blah, blah.
And I can hear Sissy arguing with the dog.
Elvis,
they're downstairs. I can't hear what's going on, but it's the tone of voice Sissy uses when she's arguing with the dog. It's hilarious.
Are you going to say hello to the people this evening? No.
Well, Elvis keeps getting behind you and showing us her butt. So,
well,
you know,
got two daddies. She understands the butts are important. Well, welcome. We read tarot, we make corny jokes, and yeah. And Miss Mary is going to pull some cards for me.
So the first card I've got for you is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about the material realm and being in control and keeping an eye on things. Then I've got the body. And what the body says is to proceed with caution because there may be unintended consequences. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles, which indicates being in a good position materially, enough to where you can share. And one more, which is the Five of Wands, which indicates some conflict somewhere. Nah, not you.
No, never. Don't know who you're talking about.
And then we finish up with the King of Wands, which is about being in control of your passions.
The universe said,
yeah. And the brightest day, welcome. We're glad you're here.
alrighty.
And would anybody else like a tarot reading?
There's one from the brightest day.
can we tell you anything about your day?
Do we have to rhyme? Is that a requirement? All right.
I mean, sometimes I rhyme.
Your name's Mary. Everything comes airy. We know.
And I'm sitting in Mary's area. My office is on the second floor of this house. I named it Mary's Airy.
Oh, well then.
I even painted a little sign for my door that says Mary's Airy.
Oh. I didn't even know that. See?
Ha. I didn't tell you that. Yes.
Nope. That was all intuition. It's not 11 o'clock yet, ma'am. All right. I will go first. So the first card I pulled is the Six of Swords, which is about transition, migration, and letting go. Things are changing. You are moving away from a situation or a place or in a relationship that is no longer working for you. So there is going to be some upheaval and some disagreement. The nice second card I pulled is the Fool. Now, the Fool is about new beginnings, being a free spirit. So, your disagreement with this coworker is probably for the best right now. You and them are not seeing eye to eye. So, this agreement, I think, is temporary. But I get the sense it was either you are the person in authority, or they are, or the person in authority is actually causing the rift between you two. So I'm going to pull one more card just to see. Because that was not enough. So I pulled that wish card, which is the nine of cups. So I will say this tiff and this misunderstanding and this disagreement is temporary and short-lived. It is not a make it or break it situation. I would say just give it a couple days and maybe go out for coffee or lunch or something and it'll work itself out.
Bring chocolate.
Yeah. Or coffee.
Okay, so the first card I have is called Heart. And what this means is that in this situation, you're emotionally involved. It doesn't mean necessarily you're in a relationship with a coworker, but this is a situation you care about. And the next card I've got is the Nine of Wands. And there's something about this situation that's on hold. Something is not ready to mature yet. So whatever your argument was about, the situation itself has not completely finalized. And then finally, I've got Justice. So I'm going to agree with Bryan and just let it ride for a couple of days. See what happens, because the situation itself will resolve in a good way. You just need to give it some time. So I hope you find that helpful. Yeah. Tarot can be very fascinating.
Tarot Thursdays with Bryan and Mary can be extra fascinating.
Yes.
Shall I pull one of my...
Yes. if you've got a Samhain Oracle card handy, please pull it.
I will.
Okay, so you told them that you liked them last year. You live in Texas. Bless your heart. They live in Arizona.
At least your climates are similar. I go to Texas for Christmas and my brain explodes. All right. The card for the collective from the Season of the Witch Samhain Oracle, because I live in the northern hemisphere where it's about to be Samhain.
So you spilled, hang on a second.
Hold
you
on.
spilled your guts and they didn't reply back. And that's a hard one to deal with.
Yeah. I would say, like we said, just maybe lay low for a little bit. Maybe they're taking it in, or maybe they don't know how to respond, or again, things like that at work can be complicated. So I would say, as we said, to just let spirit do their thing. What do you think, Mary?
Yeah.
And proceed. Card.
I'm glad you do. All right. What does Spirit have for us there?
The owl. And it says, "Behold sight, or ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes."
Good evening, Julie.
So
thank you for joining us.
Let's see what the little extra bits the book has for us. Knowledge and observer. Behold, yep, we read that part. The owl has called because you are one of the great keepers of wisdom. Even if you don't know it yet, you have the knowledge and the experience others need. You have something to share with the world, a voice that must be heard, healing that must be shared. There is a natural path for you, and as the saying goes, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear.
Beautiful. Well, we're coming up to the top of the hour. We could do maybe one more reading if anyone else has a question for us.
Oh, Elvis's question is, when will be can time?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Well, we don't seem to be getting any other questions. So thank you everyone for joining us. Bryan, thank you for being my guest reader again.
3 weeks running.
3 weeks running. And everyone, I hope you'll join me tomorrow night for Witch Rising. That is at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And please check us out at pagan.world. We are building the social directory for the next generation of pagans. It is free to sign up, and you can find Bryan's business there.
Yep.
Queer Justice Tarot. You are welcome. Yep. And I will be back next week with Tarot Thursday, so I hope to see you then. Until then, blessed be everyone.